Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited about today's video because we are going to be testing out some makeup from Sally's Beauty Supply. I have been a huge fan of Sally's Beauty Supply for the last 15 years or so, but I've never actually tried out any of their makeup. I mostly just buy hair products from them. But recently I've been hearing a lot of people talk very highly about some of the makeup lines that they offer, so I thought it'd be fun to give some of these things a trial run, test them out, and see how they perform. But I hope that you guys are excited about this video. If you are new here, I want to say welcome. I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Then let's go ahead and dig into this nice little box. So let me first go ahead and unbox this and show you guys kind of what I picked up. First off, I just got a couple of hair products from them. These are just things that I routinely buy from Sally's. These are specifically for my curly hair when I do my hair naturally curly, but we're not here to talk about that today. Let's get into the makeup that I picked up. First off, our two eyeshadow palettes. These are probably the things that I've been eyeing the most for the longest period of time. These are from Collab Beauty. This one is in Get Ready With Me, the brown tone one. I think that is such a cute name. And this one is in First Impressions. I don't know a ton about this brand, but I do know that this was started by a group of influencers that kind of got their start either here on YouTube or also possibly on Instagram. So I think those names are so appropriate and so cute. I'm not quite sure which one of these we're going to go with today. We'll decide in a minute and maybe do some swatches. I also picked up a blush from Collab Beauty. This is in the color Just for Fun. It looks kind of like a cool toned nude. Very excited to try this out. I've heard really good things about those blushes as well. And also from that brand I picked up a lipstick. This one is in the color Don't Go There. I also picked up a couple of eyeliners. One of them is from Palladio. This is their waterproof eyeliner pencil in brown. And then I got two just kind of standard kohl pencils from, I believe, Femme Couture is the name of this brand. I think these were all very, very inexpensive. One more thing from Collab that I picked up is this mascara. I know Tati has talked a lot about the Sally's Collab mascaras. This is the Love Your Curves mascara. It's supposed to be an extreme curl and sculpting mascara. So we're going to give that a try today as well. Also picked up this bronzer from Ardell. This is their Vacay Mode bronzer in the color Sunny Brown. And last but not least is this Get Locked setting spray. Alright you guys, so we're going to just kind of get this hair pulled back and get ready to put on some eyeshadow. I think we will start with the eyes. So yeah, that looks weird. Oh well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this palette. This is the purple one. This one is called First Impressions. I just was really drawn to kind of the neutral purple colors in here. I love purples, especially when they're a little bit more of like a soft purple, kind of a neutral purple. And I don't actually own a ton of purples in my collection, even though I really love them. So I thought this would be a good one to kind of add. Okay, these are swatching on the fingers so beautifully. We'll go ahead and just do some live swatches. I hope that's okay. Hopefully it will be in focus for you guys. You can see these right here. There's that kind of soft pink right there as well. Beautiful. These have really good pigmentation. But I also want to swatch this color right here. This kind of a gray toned purple. Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh, these look so pretty. And then we'll also swatch this matte pink right here. Let me take my watch off really quick. Right there. Oh, that's a pretty transition shade. Oh, how fun. Very excited about this one. Let's take a look at the brown one and see how that one looks. Now let's take a look at the brown one. Again, this is in Get Ready With Me. I love that name. I think that is so cute, the names that they picked. I didn't notice that when I was first picking them out, but let's go ahead and swatch some of these. Let's swatch this top row first. So starting right there. Oh, those are so pretty. Okay, let's go with the second row. There's the second row right there. Oh wow, you guys, these are incredibly pigmented but soft at the same time. I just have a really good feeling about these. I understand why so many people have been talking about these. They seem so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let's do that. Why don't we go with a very neutral eye today? I know that's kind of boring, but with what I have planned for the rest of the day, I think that will work the best. So going in with this brown palette, let's start out with this color, right? Actually, let's go in with this color first. It's just kind of a matte neutral shade. We'll just kind of set that all over the lid. I have the Tarte Shape Tape on my eyelids for kind of a primer. I did set that down about 45 minutes ago, but we'll put a little bit more of this on just to test it out and see how pigmented it is. I do love a good pigmented creamy shade like this. Now let's go in with the transition shade, this shade right here, and just start to kind of build that up in the crease. This is my Morphe M504 brush, which if you're new, you will notice this brush I use pretty much every single video that I do. Kids are home from school today. It's wild up there. Okay, I put my daughter down for a nap before I started filming this video, and now I can hear her crying upstairs, and I'm like super irritated because who would have got her up? Pause, I'll be right back. I gotta figure out what's going on up there. Alright, you guys, so just adding a little bit more of that color. Yeah, so Charlie, apparently I put her down for a nap. My husband works from home when he's not traveling. I thought she was asleep, but I guess she was not asleep, and woke up and was kind of yelling and jumping in her bed, so he pulled her out to get her some lunch first because she's probably hungry. These are blending like a dream. Wow. Very impressed with these so far. Really good quality. The blend of these reminds me of like Anastasia's, but they're not quite as loosely pressed, because Anastasia's shadows, when you dip your brush in them, you get so much fallout. These don't have quite the amount of fallout that those ones do. I'm really kind of building that lighter brown up into my crease. It's actually a little darker on my eyes than it looks in the pan, but it's really pretty. So these are the three colors that kind of I'm thinking of for like a lid shade. Let's go with this really nice kind of bronze right there. So I'm just going to go in with my finger. We're going to take this corner color right here. This is just kind of like a classic bronzy gold. I'm going to pop that all over the center portion of the lid. Kind of putting this on the middle third of the lid. So I'm leaving the outer corner and the inner corner kind of free. We're going to add something else to those. I'm going to take a little bit of that shade and just run it on my lower lash line as well, just to bring a little bit of that kind of warm bronze color onto the lower lash line. Let's just go in with the matte first. This is my MAC 217 brush. I'm just going to add a little bit of that just to the tip of this brush, and we're just going to kind of build that right in this corner right here. I just kind of will swirl it right there and pull a little bit upwards and a little bit in. Alright, you guys, so that is looking so pretty. Oh my goodness, I am seriously very impressed with these shadows. So I'm going to take a clean blending brush. We're just going to blend out this corner right here. It got a little bit angular right there. I want it to be a little bit more round. So I'm just going to kind of take a clean blending brush and just blend and kind of turn it as I go. You can wipe it off as you go, because I don't want to spread that color. I want to kind of remove that color. So I'm just sort of blending and then wiping, and then I'm going to dip back into, with my M504, that initial shade just a tiny bit, just to kind of pop that back onto that brow bone. So I know this look might seem a little bit boring, but I feel like it's actually been a while since I've done a look like this on camera, just like a standard brown neutral look. I'm going to take this shade right here. This is just kind of the shimmery champagne, and we're going to pop that on the inner third of the lid. Just using my finger. You could also use a brush for this. Slightly overlapping where that gold shade is. I'm sorry about this band-aid. Seriously guys, this band-aid is going to drive me nuts in editing. It had to be my right hand, right? So I am super happy with how this eye look is looking. I know that it's super basic. Browns are not that exciting, but they are stunning. These are beautiful browns. If you love brown eyeshadow, these are really, really gorgeous. I'm just going to take a little bit of this kind of matte color. We're just going to pop a little bit of this under the brow bone. I'm going to actually combine it with a little bit of that shimmery color just to get a little bit of shine right there too. So pretty. So while I'm opening up these eyeliners that seem to be very tricky to open up, how many of you guys have tried out makeup from Sally's Beauty Supply? I know that they also have a line from Palladio. I have one eyeliner from Palladio. I've heard a lot of good things about the brand Palladio as well. So let me know if you guys have tried that brand out, and I'm sure there's other brands there too. Alright, so these are the eyeliners that I have today. I have this one from Palladio, which is supposed to be waterproof, which makes me very intrigued. I'm going to get these out and kind of swatch them for you guys. Okay, that's really nice and creamy. Ooh, I love the shade of this. This is like a cool tone deep brown. I also got a brown liner. This one is from Femme Couture, I think is the name of the brand. This is in the color... Oh no, this is a purple. This one's an Opulent Eggplant. That's right. I got this purple one to go along with the purple toned eyeshadow palette, which would be stunning. Look how beautiful that is. I don't know how these will perform. I don't know if they're supposed to be long wearing. Yeah, it just says luxurious eyeliner, so my guess these probably aren't long wearing, but that's not a deal breaker for me, as long as they don't smear too badly. And then from that same brand, I also got a brown. This is a really beautiful brown as well. Very similar to the other one. I'd say this one's maybe a little bit deeper, but I believe the Femme Couture ones were around like $2 a piece, and I think the Palladio one was a little bit more, maybe around $5 or $6. But for today, let's just go in with the Palladio one. So I'm going to start off by just lining my waterline, which I usually just do by closing my eye and just kind of running it along my upper waterline. And then we're just going to pull this kind of in a wing shape just on this outer part of my upper lash line. Alright guys, so that's actually a really nice eyeliner. That went on really, really quickly. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. I'll try and keep you guys posted on how this wears, but I have high hopes for this thing because I actually do own a lip liner from Palladio in this retractable style, and that thing is amazing. It's very, very budge proof. Now let's move into mascara. Very excited to give this collab mascara a try. Tati talks so highly about this mascara, but there's a part of me that's like, well, she's someone that wears false eyelashes, and I kind of feel like if you wear false eyelashes, you probably have different needs from your mascara than someone who does not wear false eyelashes. So we'll see if I like this. It didn't get the best reviews. I want to say some people said either it smudged or it maybe just didn't do much for their lashes, but a lot of people didn't seem to like it in the reviews. So I'm very curious to see how it works for me. So let's go into this one. Again, this is the Love Your Curves Extreme Curl and Sculpt Mascara. This is what it looks like. Here is the brush. It has kind of a very, if you've ever tried out Lash Blast mascara, it kind of has a similar, that kind of rubberized wand where the center barrel, like before the bristles come out, is very, very thick, very wide, but these bristles are super, super tiny. All right, so I'm just gonna go for it. So I did curl my eyelashes a little bit. Lately, I've been doing that pretty much all the time. Again, you guys, I'm not sure that I'll be able to do a wear test. I will try and leave either in the description box or a pinned comment down below how this mascara wore throughout the day, because a mascara can be amazing when I first apply it, but if it smudges or flakes or smears on me, that's kind of a deal breaker for me. Okay guys, I am surprised. That looks pretty freaking awesome, actually. This definitely gives your eyelashes more of a very defined, very separated. Your eyelashes come to a nice taper at the end. It's not one of those mascaras like the It Cosmetics mascara that gives you like intense kind of wild looking eyelashes. This gives you very defined looking eyelashes, but they are nice and thick. They're nice and long, very well separated, like a very nice shape to them. All right, you guys, I'm gonna kind of turn to the side so you guys can kind of see the length of this mascara. It is really good. I'm very impressed. I kind of had low expectations of this despite the fact that Tati's been raving about this. And again, I will let you guys know down below how this one wears by the end of the day. Alright, so let's move into the rest of our complexion. I'm looking very pale and very excited to try out this bronzer. This is from Ardell. This is their Vacay Mode bronzer. The color of this is Sex Glow. I think that's such a gross, like, could they not call it Sexy Glow? That Y makes all the difference in the world to me. I think that's a little bit gross of a name. I know that I'm a bit of a prude when it comes to stuff like that, but I just don't think it's necessary to put those kinds of names in our makeup. Sexy's okay, but Sex, Glow is a little bit icky in my mind. So before we try this out, I just want to go ahead and swatch this for you guys. So this has two colors in it. You can see this one's lighter and a little bit more of like a warm kind of caramely color than just a very basic kind of medium bronzer shade here. I think we're going to combine these together. So I think I'm going to just go in with this Moda brush because this is the one I've been using the most lately for bronzer. I'm really trying to tap off the excess because these are pretty pigmented. I think if I have too much on my brush, it's just going to be a little bit too much, but we will see. Start kind of right here and just kind of I don't know if that's the best bronzer I've ever used. I think the more I'm blending this in, the more I'm seeing it kind of just sit on top of my skin. It's not bad. I don't think many bronzers are bad. I'm just kind of trying to bronze up my nose, and that was the wrong brush to do that with. Bad idea, Mandy. Bad idea. So they had another color. This one was the medium color. They had a lighter color that looked like it had a pink with it, and I just wasn't sure about how that would work as a bronzer, so I ended up going with this one. I think this might be just a little bit too dark for my skin tone. It's not quite as blending in as seamlessly as I really like my bronzers to look like they're seamlessly kind of becoming part of my skin, you know? Again, it's not bad, but I don't know that it's great. So now I just want to go in with my beauty sponge and it's just slightly damp. I'm just tapping that in. I'm going to try and See if that helps it kind of just to sink into my skin a little bit more. Moving on to blush. So I'm really excited to give this a try. This was actually featured in, I think, a favorites video by is it the Taylor? Don't know who she is. I will try to remember to link her down below. But she talked about this specific color in a favorites video several months back, I believe. This, again, this is the color Just for Fun. It's just kind of a soft, cool toned pink. We're gonna just apply that right on top of that bronzer. I'm going to try and keep this somewhat towards the back of the apple of my cheek. Okay, so there is the blush. I think that's really pretty. That does look really nice and natural on the skin. This has no shimmer in it at all. This is definitely a matte blush, but it doesn't look powdery on the skin. So now I think we are just about done. Let's move into lips. I have this lipstick right here from Collab. Again, this is in the color Don't Go There. The packaging on this is so cute. It has this kind of matte black, kind of almost rubberized finish. Has this really adorable octagonal shape, and this is the color right here. So I ended up going with a nude because if I'm trying something out for the first time, I want to make sure I pick a color that I know is something I typically like and enjoy. Otherwise, I feel like I won't know if it's the color that I don't like or if it's the formula that I don't like. So here it is swatched right here. This definitely is very much a sort of cool toned pink. This is quite a bit more pink and cool tone than I typically reach for. I hope that it looks okay with this look. I'm going to just line my lips with a little bit of Oh Snap by ColourPop. Alright, and then we're going to add a little bit of the lipstick. So these are called their full body lipsticks. They are very nice and creamy. They're a little bit more matte feeling than I typically like. I like a really comfortable feeling bullet lipstick. This does say it's a satin finish, and it does have a little bit of, I wouldn't say sparkle to it, but it looks a little bit hydrating on the lips. I almost feel like that's a little bit more of a matte than even a satin. It is really pretty though. I think the color is really pretty. It's a little bit more cool tone than I've typically been reaching for lately, but I like it. I do like it, and it's not a nude that I have a lot of in my collection. I do want to add a little bit of gloss on top. We're going to take the ColourPop Fairy Floss gloss and add just a little bit of that on top. And the very last thing I have from Sally's Beauty Supply is this little setting spray. So I had no intentions of picking this up, but I think, you know, when you put something in your cart, they have the little recommended or others also purchased down below. This showed up down there. It was $2 for a setting spray, and it actually had pretty good reviews. So I went and read the reviews, looked into this a little bit, and I thought, you know, if that works and it's $2 for a setting spray, it's totally worth a try. So I did pick this thing up, so we're going to try this out today. Let me just tell you guys what it is. This is the Femme Couture Get Locked Makeup Setting Spray. It says, weightless setting mist prevents makeup from smudging, running, or fading. Revolutionary formula helps lock in your makeup for hours. Skin doesn't feel sticky or tight. That's kind of nice, because that's one thing I think when it comes to long wear kind of setting sprays that I really don't like. I don't like when they make my skin feel very dry and tight afterwards. So let's give this a try, and I will let you guys know again in the comments below how this worked throughout the day. Kind of nervous. And it smells like watermelon lip gloss from when I was in junior high school. Like, but good watermelon lip gloss. Alright you guys, and that is it for today's Sally's Beauty Supply makeup look. I am in love with these eyeshadows more than anything. I can't stop looking at my eyes in the viewfinder. Like, I normally don't do that. I don't usually get mesmerized by my own makeup. But these eyeshadows are beautiful and reminds me of how good and timeless and perfect a classic brown subtle smoky eye is. I'm very excited about these. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup sort of try on haul. Let me know if you guys have tried anything out from Sally's Beauty Supply. What have you loved? What worked for you? And also, what would you steer clear of? Let us know if you've had any fails from Sally's as well, because again, I think they're one of those brands that sometimes things can be a little high priced and sometimes things don't work out so well. But so far, you guys, I'm very impressed. I would say the only thing I think might be, and I don't even know if I've called this a mist, but I just am not absolutely loving, is this bronzer right here. And I think just mainly the shade is a little bit off. It worked for me, but I feel like I had to kind of get it to work for me instead of it just easily working for me, which is usually what I like my bronzers to do. But I will keep you guys posted and let you know how these products end up working for me long term. But that is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today, for watching this video. Hope that you're having a great day. If you are new here, welcome. Again, I hope that you'll stick around and subscribe to my channel, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye. And I apologize for this Band-Aid, which is a name brand Band-Aid, and it's not sticking. Like, it's kind of bothering me. Usually I get the name brand ones because the other ones don't stay stuck. Anyways, why am I rambling about my Band-Aid? You know it's a good eyeshadow palette when you go to remove it with makeup remover and it doesn't remove very easily. That means it's gonna perform pretty good on the eyes and last for a really long time. All right, so let's go into nice Band-Aid. Seriously, Curad, come on. You should be better than that, Curad. I should have gone with Band-Aid brand. Cyan shape, is that a hexagon? That is really sad. It's octagon. No, 1, 2. Yeah, octagon.